one of the Maassive Readathon, and oh my gosh, I can't believe it's here.
Finally.
So much work has been put into this. Allie has done an amazing job making everything look really good, but we are ecstatic to get to start off the first annual Maassive Readathon. So what books are you starting off with?
I am gonna hit my summer court books first. I think I'm actually gonna start with A Very Large Expansive Sea. It's a lower YA book, and so I'm hoping that it'll be a quick read, can kind of get through it pretty quickly, and it'll start off the month with a bang.
So love it. And I still need to finish We Hunt the Flame by Maassive. Miss Allie and 3 of our patrons came and surprised me this weekend. We did a whole video. It'll be coming out in July, so don't worry. But my plans of finishing this book got pushed back a little bit, and I have 0 regrets about that. But I'm going to finish this bad boy first, and then I'm going to move on to my night court picks. And this one is The Gilded Wolves by Maassive, and I cannot wait. I've been in the mood for like a little heist kind of situation.
Found family, love that.
Cannot wait, but we are going to go ahead and get started and go read. So we're so happy you're here. We hope you have a fantastic Maassive Readathon, and let's do this. Allie has already finished her BUJO for the month of June and also for the Readathon. I haven't. So we're going to run to Michael's real fast and get a little bit of stuff so that I can go ahead and hopefully get to that today, maybe tomorrow. So we'll see. So it is about 5:30 on June 1st, day 1, and I am back from Michael's. Allie and I went to a coffee shop, did a little bit of reading there, and then I had to drop her off at the airport, which was really sad. But I'm going to show you some of the things that I picked up from Michael's, and then hopefully I am going to do a little bit of setting up my spread tonight. If not, potentially tomorrow, so we'll see. But, so I got some stickers. They have like flowers and like cute little quotes and things like that. So not sure if I'm gonna use it specifically in this spread, but just in general, I thought they were cute. And then I got some different papers. This one is a green with like kind of like maps and like on the very back. Not really quite sure like how much you can see that. I got a similar one in gray as well. I thought it was super cute. And then found this brown one that was covered in stamps, which I felt like was very applicable. And then the last 2 that I got, this is the same paper that Allie used to print her stamps and stuff on. So I really liked the way that hers looked, so I thought I would get some of the same ones. But yes, it is now time to make my spreads. I'm super excited. I have an idea. I hope it'll end up looking the way that I have it in my brain. Allie is super creative and makes beautiful BUJOs, and while I love doing it, I'm not super creative, and so it doesn't always turn out the way that I hope for it to, but I'm gonna go ahead and get on that, and hopefully this will go well. So it is day 3 of the Maassive Readathon. I have finally finished We Hunt the Flame by Maassive, and y'all, I loved it. So we actually have an episode over on our podcast of Bibliovertpodcast over this book. Yes, we recorded it when I hadn't finished it yet. That was on me. However, in the episode I had talked about how at the time I was probably around a 3-star. I was about halfway through the book, and y'all, let me tell you, 5 out of 5. So good. The ending was fantastic. The characters developed really well. I cared about all of them, fell in love with each one of them. The plot was really, really good. I was a little bit worried that it would be slow, but it developed really, really well. I have no words. An absolutely fantastic book. I'm so excited that our next episode is going to be on the next one, We Free the Stars. So it is going to be difficult not to just go ahead and jump right on into that one, but I absolutely loved it. But now that that one is done, I am moving on to The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi. I'm hoping to make quite a bit of headway with this one. Tonight we have our first ever live, but the first live for the Maassive Readathon that's going on over on our Instagram, and I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm hoping to read a little bit of this one before all of that starts. So maybe it'll relax me a little bit. Okay, so I've been thinking, and I don't know why it didn't even occur to me to include the books that we're covering this month for the Bibliovert podcast, as well as We Hunt the Flame, which I had every intention of finishing in May, but didn't, so I read about half of it in June and finished it on the 2nd. So I was thinking about, I was like, it's technically going to be a June read, then I'm just going to go ahead and include it in the readathon, so I'm going to put it as a spring court read for a character in disguise, since our main character Zafira pretends to be the hunter for a bit of the book. So this is what I had already journaled it, so I'm going to cover this, take that off and cover this page, and I kind of want it to look like a travel journal. So I think I'm going to make this one like all spring court themed, and then over here have one that kind of vibes with We Hunt the Flame. So if you have seen any of Allie's bullet journal videos, which are amazing, we have a whole like playlist of it. I highly recommend going and looking at them. She includes a lot of like pictures and stuff like thematically into her spreads, and so I think I'm going to attempt to do that for this spread. So we'll see if what is going on inside my brain can be put like onto paper. It usually doesn't work that well, but I'm definitely going to try, and I am very excited. So let's do it. Okay, so I just finished, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty pleased with it. So I tried to do kind of like a spring court thematic vibe. Tried to pick some pictures that I felt like fit really well. Of course, I have the stamp here for it. And then for the We Hunt the Flame page, again, I kind of wanted it to look like a travel journal. So again, included pictures. I love this one up here, considering the main character Zafira is a hunter. So I thought that one was really cool. And then tried to kind of make this look like the itinerary. I don't really think it worked, but yeah, I think it's really cute. I'm very, very happy with it. I honestly might kind of try and do this from now on, because I think it's a lot of fun. it's important for me to leave my thoughts on paper, otherwise I forget. And so, you know, if you said, oh, you read Rekindle the Flame, like even if it was 2 months later, I might forget the things that I really liked about it. So it's important for me to get to write it down and have it on paper. But I also think it's kind of fun that I'm getting to mix, you know, other things that I like and get to be creative. So this is her. I'm happy. I am going to get back into reading Gilded Wolves, and so far I'm really liking it. I'm a couple chapters in, and so far the characters seem really fun, so diverse and different, which I really appreciate. But I'm enjoying it, and I'm hoping that this weekend I can finish it, and if not, read another one. So that's kind of my goal for this weekend, is to rest and relax, but also take time to read some really good books. So, but that is it for day 4 of the Readathon. Okay, so it is day 6 of the Readathon. We are almost a week through, which absolutely blows my mind. But I finished The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi this morning. And y'all, this might be one of my favorite books I've read this year. It was fantastic. I almost have no words because it was that good. I feel like it's kind of a mix between like Ocean's 11, Indiana Jones, with like a touch of the Disney Atlantis movie. It was just so good. I felt like I was constantly on my toes. It has the sweetest found family. It's incredibly diverse. It talks about really important things. I just honestly, I loved it. I absolutely loved every single minute of it. I tried to predict things and failed miserably. It was so good. It was so creative. There are so many riddles and tricks and twists and turns and all of these things that you don't expect to happen. However, it's not hard to keep up with. It was very easy to understand, but it just like completely captured my imagination. And I just absolutely loved it. Overall, 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I'm a little mad at myself that I don't have the Silvered Serpents on hand as we speak. I might have to try and find a way to incorporate it into the Readathon because I don't know if I can wait a month before I start reading it. In one of our previous videos, I think I had said that the third one, The Bronzed Beasts, was already out and it comes out in September. So I was wrong about that one. So it is a trilogy. It will be wrapped up this year. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I loved it. I don't know why I waited so long to read this. I had originally also said that I thought it was going to give me Six of Crow vibes, and in a sense, yes. There's a unique magic system, there's a found family. There are parts when Severin, the kind of head of the Gilded Wolves, kind of reminded me a little bit of Kath Brecker. However, the books in of themselves are different enough that I don't think you could really like put them in the same grouping. I mean, they're definitely both kind of like a heist-ish situation. But as I was reading this, I was not comparing it constantly to Six of Crows and saying like, which one did I like more? I like them both a lot. So yes, this book, pleasant surprise, absolutely one of my new favorites of 2021 for sure. Cannot wait to read the rest of the series, and very, very pleasantly surprised. So I'm going to continue with attempting to bullet journal and kind of add some pictures in on it. And I think I read in her author's note that she had said something about a Pinterest board. And so I was like, oh my gosh, what if I try and go find her Pinterest board and see if she has one for the Gilded Wolves? And she did. So I tried to pick out some things that like I kind of imagined how it was in my brain, but then I definitely pulled some images from her Pinterest board just because I was like, this is literally what was in the author's brain. And so yes, we're going to attempt to bullet journal this. But this is my first book for the Night Court, and it is a book with a pretty naked cover, which I mean, like, it does, it's beautiful. So once I finish my bullet journaling I'm gonna do one for the Night Court and then also one for this book, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next book in the Night Court, which is for the prompt, a book with vampires, and I'm going to be reading Crave by Tracy Wolff. So I think I'm gonna start that one because my last one for the Night Court is Spin the Dawn, and that is the book buddy read that we're doing. So I think I'm gonna save that one more towards the end of the month. So I am gonna go ahead and get on Crave. That is going to be what I'm trying to read for today and tomorrow. So that's the plan. Let's do it. All right, now on to this bad boy. I have heard you either love it or you don't, and you end up DNFing it. So this is my book about vampires. Definitely gives me Twilight feels and vibes, which I loved as an 8th grader, but when I reread it last year, I didn't love it. I didn't end up enjoying Midnight Sun either. So we will see how I feel about this one. If I do end up DNFing it, then I will find another vampire replacement for this prompt, but I will let you know all my thoughts because I have a feeling I will have a lot of them, so wish me luck. Okay, so needless to say, this is Twilight. Starts off, she's getting on a plane, she's going from a ward place to Alaska. She had to stop in Seattle. It's just, I'm 2 chapters in. But you know what, I will say this. I'm not hating it. I mean, again, I'm literally on page 12. But like, I'm having some deja vu. It is what it is. They're going to a boarding school, so I think it might veer off in a different direction once we get to the boarding school. So it's raining, which makes my heart very happy, and it's like perfect reading weather. So now I'm gonna go downstairs and keep going and see how I feel. So, oh boy. So I finished Crave yesterday, and it's the 3rd book that I've read this month. It was interesting. I didn't love it. However, I was so entertained. It felt a lot like Twilight. It felt a lot like Vampire Diaries as well. It was very insta-love. I'm pretty sure everything that happens takes place over like less than 3 weeks. And there are some very serious proclamations made in that time frame. But again, it was very entertaining. I think overall it's just not my kind of book. I can definitely see like why people really love it, because I'm pretty sure it has a really high rating on Goodreads. Very nostalgic of like, if I were in middle school, I would have devoured this book and it would have been everything to me. So young Jacqueline would have just like gone crazy for it. So there's definitely a nostalgia factor, and that, again, the entertainment factor. But I don't think I'm gonna continue on with the series. It might be one of those, like, if I want to be entertained the way that I was while reading this, I might pick up the next one. However, I'm not really invested. It did end on a cliffhanger, and yet I'm just kind of like, I'm satisfied with leaving it where it is. So, yeah. Overall, it just didn't do it for me. Just didn't do it for me. However, like, again, everyone's tastes are different. I'm just grateful that I was entertained throughout all of it. So for that reason alone, I gave it 2 stars. So 2-star read for me. 2 out of 3 of my night court prompts are done. I also went ahead and bullet journaled for Crave. So this is it. The next book I'm going to read is We Free the Stars by Maassive. This is our Bibliovertpodcast episode that's coming out next week. We're recording on Friday and today is Tuesday, so I'm going to go ahead and read this one. I might be able to read another one in between this one and the episode on, like, recording on Friday, but we'll see. I've decided to go explore the Nashville Public Library. I've seen pictures online and it is really beautiful. So I think I'm going to go work there as well as read. So I've been working from home for even longer than the pandemic. My job allows me to work from home. So I think I'm going to go have a little bit change of atmosphere, change of location. I'm gonna go work there, but I'm hoping that I can read a little bit as well. So when I was like Googling where the Nashville Public Library is, this coffee shop also came up that's called the Funny Library, and it looks super cute. So I've also decided that I might go stop there as well. Maybe read there too. So we're just gonna hit all the library-esque kind of things today. And so yeah, I've also, I love the dark academia aesthetic. It's my favorite. If I could change my entire wardrobe to fit dark academia, I would. I'm obsessed. So I finally decided to take a plunge and I bought a skirt that just gave me like all the dark academia vibes. So I feel like I'm going full librarian today in my outfit, but it just felt like it fit. So we're gonna be doing a little dark academia vibe with the outfit today. So let's do it. It is Wednesday the 9th, and this is actually the last day of this vlog because our video goes up tomorrow. So I am hoping to finish We Free the Stars by Maassive either today or tomorrow, so I might not finish this one in this vlog, partially because I still have to edit this video. So I'll probably be working on that for a lot of today actually. But I do still want to get at least a little bit of reading in, if not just like a couple of chapters. I think I would like to shoot for being 25% of the way through this book, and right now I'm on like chapter 3. So I think I'm gonna go make some tea, do a little bit of reading, and then probably will wrap this video up so that I can edit it. So. So like I mentioned earlier, I didn't get a whole lot farther today just because I have a lot of editing that I need to do. However, I am so excited to talk about this one over on the Bibliovertpodcast. We have an episode for We Free the Stars coming out on Monday the 14th, and I am so excited. We also have an episode for We Hunt the Flame, so definitely go check that one out as well. If you like bookish podcasts, we have over 30 episodes covering different books. Usually they are YA and NA fantasy, so definitely go check that out. Alright, well that is it for our week 1 and part of week 2 Maassive Readathon vlog. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video and want to see others like it, please consider liking this video and maybe also subscribing. If you have no idea what I'm talking about when we say the Maassive Readathon, please go check out our announcement video or go to bibliovert.com/readathon. We have everything listed there. We are also super active over on Instagram talking about Maassive Readathon stuff, sharing a bunch of templates. So go check out the Bibliovert podcast. We also have a Twitter, Maassive Readathon, and we also have a Discord. So if you would like to meet other people who love to read, if you want to buddy read with someone or just talk to people about books, the link is down below. Don't worry, Discord is a free app. You don't have to pay for anything, and it's basically just a big old chat room. But we'd really love for you to come and be a part of that community. But that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a fantastic week. Happy reading, and I'll see you next time.